again. We're going to make a really delicious soup today, and it's called wedding soup. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's such a yummy soup, and I want to share that with you today. Okay, let's go over just how this is put together. Start with 3 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan, and then you add your onion, your celery, and your carrots, which is about a cup of each. And then you let them just cook just a little bit, and then add 3 cloves of garlic. After you add that, you stir it in, and then you add your chicken broth and your water. You let that simmer just a little bit to about 5 minutes, and then you put your rice in, your orzo, and you cook that for about another 7 minutes and let it just simmer good. And you add your meatballs that you've cooked ahead of time or bought and chopped in 4 pieces each so that they're small, okay? And you simmer that for about 7 to 10 minutes, just get it going and cooking. And then that's when you add your spinach and parsley, you know? And then you just simmer it until you feel it's all good and done. And when you put it in your bowl, you're gonna put fresh Parmesan cheese on the top before you eat it. Good stuff. When you're making this wedding soup, you can go to the store and buy frozen meatballs and then just, you know, cut them in fourths and use them like that. Or you can make your own meatballs and roll them in tiny little balls. And what you do is you cut your onions up real small. I always put a little butter and a little garlic in my onions, and I saute them first. And I also added a little garlic. I use that paste, but you can just use regular garlic and cut it up. But I happen to have this on hand, so that's what I'm using. And you just keep mixing it until it's all mixed good. Then what I do is take just small amount, little teeny bit, roll it in your hand and make a small meatball. And that way, when you put it in your soup, they're almost bite-sized, so you can eat them right along with your soup. And just fry them up. And then you can put them in your freezer and wait till you're gonna make the soup if you make them ahead of time, like I do, up ahead of time. This is a family recipe, and my niece Tana makes this a lot. And she reminded me about this soup. Very good. I'm going to cook them in a little olive oil and just fry them up. Show you a little bit how they look when they're cooking. You just keep rolling them around so they don't cook too much. I have 3 tablespoons of oil in the pot, and I'm adding a cup of celery, and it's just finely, I bought it already shredded up, and then a cup of onion, and then a cup of small chopped celery. Okay, and I'm cooking this one just for a little bit, about 5 minutes before I start adding anything else. So that's what we're doing so far. I've got it on high. I'm going to be turning it down as I go. I'm adding a tablespoon of garlic. Now, after about 5 minutes of simmering with the garlic and simmering the onions and carrots and your celery, you add 8 cups of chicken broth. Okay. And also 2 cups of water. I'm simmering this for about 5 minutes on a medium heat, not real high, maybe a little higher than medium to get it going good. Okay, I poured about 3/4 cup of orzo, and that's kind of like a rice pasta that we're gonna put in our wedding soup. And we're simmering it, and it's looking real good. And about now, I'm gonna probably add the meatballs. When you've cooked it about 7 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes, to add the meatballs now to the soup. After you've got all your ingredients in there and the meatballs have cooked for about 10 minutes in there and you're simmering it up good, you add your 1/4 cup of parsley. And then your 8 chopped up cups. And I put 1 9-ounce bag of fresh spinach. Just chop it all up and put 1 big bag in there. And it is going to wilt pretty fast. You can simmer this for 45 minutes to an hour to just let all the flavors meld together. Now it's time to taste. This is the fun part. Get a little bit more juice on there. And to the table we go. I haven't added any more salt, but I know me. I know I like salt. Let me taste. A little more salt to taste. Everybody has to do their own thing with the salt shaker and the pepper shaker. And then you garnish it with fresh Parmesan cheese over the top. Because I am Italian, I looked up why they call it wedding soup. And the reason it's called wedding soup, one of the reasons, is it's like a marriage because you put the meats and the vegetables all together and they marry. And that's why it's called wedding soup. So all together now, let's take a bite. Such a hearty soup. I just love it. And I think you will too. Give it a try. If you don't have time to make meatballs, that's okay. Buy them. It's good. Well, this is the end of a Cooking with Betty. And I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making this soup. It was fun. And I hope you'll try it because it's a really good soup. Very hearty soup. You'll like it. I'll see you soon. But until then, God bless you and have a great day.